Hello there. I would like to talk about hypocrisy that I've just thought about. Okay, so we know how there's a huge rise, well, there have always been a huge rise of just really attractive people getting all the fame, and not just fame, the privileges that come with it. And there's so many people that bash them. Let's take, for example, Addison Rae, TikTok star, very pretty, okay? And only gained popularity and fame because of that. And there are people like, oh, we reject her because she doesn't have talent. But really, I'm not putting, there's no blame or anything towards anyone or anything in general. It's just that you bash someone for being famous and getting all these privileges just because they're pretty, but you're also living in a society in which has pretty privilege. You bash someone for getting famous for being pretty when pretty privilege literally exists in society. Well, what can I say? It's not like one person can change the entire society or the way the world thinks. But I just thought it was pretty interesting how you can't change you can, but it'll be really, really hard to do that. It'd be super hard. There's so many types of different people that exist, and they're either like actually working on themselves to live up to their beliefs or not. Some that would like to just present that, make it seem like they are, but they're actually not. They believe they can achieve it just through an illusion. And even if it doesn't really make much sense, what I'm saying is that the hypocrisy of society, pretty privilege exists. You can get literally anywhere with being pretty, and it's frowned upon, but it somehow still exists. You know? It's frowned upon. But yet, if seen from a different perspective, we bash it, and yet we contribute to it. And that's where insecurity grows from. This whole time we're like, oh, we want to look good, and then wanting to look good turns into wanting to be accepted for looking good. The privileges that come along with looking good. We think that looks itself can be enough for a happy life. It's not. Looks. It's superficial. It's not a reflection, not a true reflection of who you are on the inside, like your genuine self. Everyone's trying to get that. I see. Like, everybody, of course, wants to look good, but they're wishing for something more. Some people aren't willing to put in the amount of work it takes to, well, lead the happiest life they can imagine. And so they're feeding in. They bash these guys that get famous off of their looks, get the privileges off of their looks, but they're also contributing to it because they're trying to do the same thing. So there's the hypocrisy in that, and that is what I'm pointing out in this video. That all can change. It's all in your head. It's this damn thing. You know, if you were to become or to live, well, pretty much every society, it doesn't matter what culture you're from, pretty much relies heavily in physique and the way that things look. I mean, people trying to get these glow ups. I mean, not gonna lie, glow ups are nice. They're nice. I mean, it depends on how you glow up. Not for the sake of glowing up, but for the sake of yourself. That's the prime focus, is to find yourself in the distraction of a world that we live in, finding your genuine self, staying true to your word. Okay, sounds good. And I shall take my leave.